Hey there. So video elaborate, unit 3, task 3, elaborate. We are going to chat today about what we learned from the experiment and the article. We're going to draw a model of photosynthesis, which is a very important reaction in our ecosystems. We know that cellular respiration is also important. So how do we think that cellular respiration and photosynthesis work together? So think about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a fish to our Elodia system and place it in the light. And visually, we're going to respond to the following questions. What color do you think the solution would be after 24 hours? So think about that. Okay, so this is a graded part of your task for the week. So how do photosynthesis and cellular respiration work together? There is a YouTube video right here about the relationship between the two. Go ahead and watch that real quick.
Grammarly does more than catch errors. With Grammarly, you can find really...
Wouldn't it be nice if the exhaust of your car could be used as fuel for your motorcycle, and the exhaust of your motorcycle could be used for fuel for your car? You would have a nice cycle in which both the car and the motorcycle benefited. Welcome to Moo Moo Math and Science and the relationship between photosynthesis and cellular respiration. Photosynthesis and cellular respiration have a similar relationship. The waste product of photosynthesis is used in cellular respiration, and the waste product of cellular respiration is used for fuel in photosynthesis. In order to stay alive, we need to eat. However, have you ever thought, do plants need food? Yes, but how do plants get food by just standing around all day? Plants get their energy using a process called photosynthesis. In order for photosynthesis to take place, a plant needs 3 items. Water, like you see in this rainstorm. Carbon dioxide, found in the atmosphere. In fact, we breathe out carbon dioxide, and it's also released into the atmosphere when we burn organic objects. And then last, sunlight. So here's how it works. Plants have small openings called stomata on their surfaces. Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere enter these tiny openings and travel to the chloroplasts. Photosynthesis occur at these chloroplasts, which are small organelles that plants have. The plants take the carbon dioxide plus water and energy from the sun, and in a chemical reaction create sugar in the form of glucose and then some oxygen that it releases into the atmosphere. Sugar created in the chemical reaction called photosynthesis is used by the plant to create energy. You could define photosynthesis as the process by which plants and other items make food. It is a chemical process that uses sunlight to turn carbon dioxide and water into sugars that the cell can use as energy. Now, why is cellular respiration important? It's important because living organisms, including plants, generate energy for their daily activities using cellular respiration. Cellular respiration takes place at the mitochondria. Think of the mitochondria as the power plant for cells, similar to how cells use power plants for their energy. So here's how it works in basic terms. At the mitochondria, the sugar combines with oxygen to produce carbon dioxide, water, and energy in the form of ATP. So in summary, photosynthesis takes carbon dioxide and water, plus sunlight to create oxygen, and sugar, which is exactly what cellular respiration needs. Cellular respiration takes the sugar and oxygen to create carbon dioxide and water, plus ATP, which helps with photosynthesis. And this cycle repeats over and over again. If you'd like to know more about photosynthesis and cellular respiration, this playlist will help. And as always, thanks for watching, and Moo Moo Math uploads a new math and science video every day. Please subscribe and...
Okay, so that was a pretty good video to kind of explain how these kind of cycle together. These two things work together to help plants and organisms survive. Okay. So independently, you're going to draw a new model that shows a fish and the Elodia plant in the BTB solution placed in the light. So essentially, you could, from yesterday, you could add a fish to your Alodia in the BTB solution. Okay, so you already drew that picture, so then you could just add a fish. All right. So then you're going to add a fish and then add arrows and labels to show how the energy in the molecules cycle in and out of the organism. So much like the video showed you how there's a flow chart. Okay, so the carbon dioxide goes here and then the oxygen goes here. And where does it cycle? How does it cycle through? Okay, so that's all I'm asking you to do on this one. I want you to show me the cycle of photosynthesis and cellular respiration. I want to see that you understand that they go together, they cycle through each other. And then how is the matter and the energy? So matter is talking about the molecules, okay, the carbon dioxide and the water and the H2, the water, which is the H2O, all right, and the oxygen. That's the matter cycling through the ecosystem. The energy, that's talking about the sunlight and the ATP. So how is that working? What is that doing for the ecosystem? So for your homework on this one, I'm looking for a model that shows that you understand the flow of energy. And I'm looking for an explanation that shows that you understand that the molecules flow, they each help each other out, nothing is wasted, all right? And that the energy, the sunlight energy and the ATP energy kind of help perpetuate the process. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for on that. So here are a couple of pictures of the Alodia plant and the fish in there. And then also, this is the fish experiment. So this is an experiment here of what color do you think it's going to be after 24 hours? And then the new model, and then explain how the cellular respiration and photosynthesis work together. So that's important. I want to see how they work together. So if you want to actually see the experiment set up, if you click on this video, it's a video of the Alodia experiment added a snail. So instead of a fish, they added a snail. And then the second part of that video is here as well. So if you want to see that video and see that experiment in action and how it ends, go ahead and click on that for the PowerPoint. It's pretty interesting, actually. All right.